Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kiara and I have my own crochet business. All my videos are crochet business related, and in this specific video, you guys will be coming with me along to a market to sell my crocheted plushies, and then I will give you guys all the good details about everything I sold. So I just got up, that's why I kind of look like this. Usually I kind of wait till a bit later in the day before the market to start filming this video, but today I decided to start filming earlier in the morning. So in this video we will be doing some market prep. I will be obviously bringing you guys to the market with me and showing you guys my setup and all that stuff. And then after the market, I will tell you guys about everything I sold. I will tell you guys how much money I made and all the good stuff. So what I like to do in these videos is show you guys everything I crocheted in the past week. So since my last market, I did crochet a lot in the past week, so I'm excited to show all of it to you guys. So the stuff that I crocheted, of course I crocheted some stuff that I sold at my previous markets, but I did have to do a huge restock at the consignment stores that I have my plushies at. It's close to Christmas time, the malls are packed and the stores are in the malls, so they needed a lot more inventory, and so I just took a bunch of stock out of my market inventory to bring to the stores. So then most of what I made in the past week was kind of to like replenish that market inventory from the stuff I took for the stores. I had 2 markets last weekend. They honestly didn't go that well, but I did a video about that if you want to go watch it. I didn't do horrible, but I didn't have so much replenishing to do from those markets. But most of the stuff that I crocheted in the past week was to make up for the stuff that I brought to the stores, and then of course I made some stuff to replenish from last week's markets. So anyways, let's get right into it. I will start showing you guys everything I crocheted in the past week. So I'm showing you guys in no particular order, it's just kind of piled on here and I'm just showing you guys. So I will start with a jumbo turtle. I just freehand these guys. I did sell a teal jumbo turtle at one of the markets I did last weekend. It was literally these same yarns, but they were inverted. Like the dark teal was on the shell and the light teal was for like the body, but I didn't have enough light teal to do the body this time, so I had to kind of invert it, but I think it's super cool and the turtle has super pretty eyes. Next, I have a snuggler. I actually love making these guys. So the body is not stuffed, and I make the body in double crochets, so it's a little bit more like flimsy, I guess, so it's not so stiff, because they're made for babies. So they're called snugglers because babies snuggle with them, and the fact that the body is not stuffed, it just makes it more snuggleable, I guess, for them. And of course, the face is embroidered, so it's safe for babies. Safety eyes are in fact not safe for babies because they could rip them out and choke on them, which obviously we don't want that. So yeah, I just freehanded this guy. I actually haven't had one of these at my markets for a while because I just never got around to making one. I didn't even sell one last weekend. I didn't even bring any to the stores, but I just made one because I've been out of them for a while, and I think these colors are just so pretty. Next, I have a weighted chicken. So I freehand these guys, but obviously they're based on the maple chicken pattern, but I just freehand them. I put 2 yarns together for this one, and so it's weighted. So the pouch that's weighted inside is about 2 pounds, and then once you add like the yarn and there is some stuffing, maybe over 2 pounds, just a little bit over 2 pounds. So I started making these to help relieve anxiety and stress. A lot of people like weighted blankets and weighted plushies, and you just like kind of put them on your chest and it just helps to calm you down. But some people have bought these as door stoppers, which makes sense too. So I haven't had a weighted chicken in a while. I have other weighted animals, but they really don't sell as well as the weighted chicken. So I thought I would make another weighted chicken. Again, it's kind of like the snuggler. I didn't sell one last weekend. I didn't bring one to the stores. I just figured it's been a while since I had one. Let's make another one. Next, I have a little dog. So I've actually never made a dog like this. I just freehanded it last night actually. again, I didn't even sell a dog like this last weekend because I never had one and I didn't bring one to the stores. I just felt like making a dog. I don't know. The rest of the stuff after, though, is literally stuff I brought to the stores and I had to make more of. But anyways, so I just freehanded this dog. He has like a little dark patch on his back and side. He's just so cute. Honestly, I think he's adorable. So I might make more of these in different colors when I have time. Next, I have an elephant in the same color as the snuggler, actually, which I think is super cute. This is my own pattern that you can find on my Etsy and coffee shop. There is a lot of sewing involved, so literally the body and the head are made together, but the rest is sewed on, all the legs, the ears, the trunk, everything. But personally, I don't mind sewing, so for me it's not a big deal. But if you're a person that really dislikes sewing pieces, this pattern might not be for you, but I really don't mind sewing pieces. But anyways, I made an elephant because I brought 3 of them to the consignment stores. I actually didn't sell any elephants last weekend, which was odd because they usually sell really well. But anyways, I made one in this color. I think it's adorable. I have a few still in my inventory that are like gray. I have one that's like gray and pink, but most of them are just gray. So this one adds a little bit of color in the elephants. Next, I have 5 chickens. I only have 2 colors of chickens. I have 3 in one color and 2 in the other color. So I'm going to show you guys one of each color. So I have 3 chickens in this color. I actually brought a lot of chickens to the consignment stores and I sold a lot of chickens at the markets. After I brought everything to the consignment stores and everything, I had no chickens left in my inventory, so that's why I made 5. So I have 3 in this color. And I just freehand my chickens, but they are based on the Mabel chicken, I guess. I don't use patterns, I just freehand things. So yeah, I guess the style is based on the Mabel chicken, but I just freehanded the whole thing and just kind of added a head and the tail to add a little bit more to it. So yeah, 3 in this color. And I got 2 in this like beige color-ish, cream, I don't know. So yeah, chickens have been pretty popular for me. And again, I just freehanded them the same way for these guys. So I got 3 brown ones and 2 beige cream colored ones. Next, I have 3 hot dogs. I got 2 different colors here. This is my own pattern that you can find on my Etsy and coffee shop. These are really, really popular. A lot of people have said that they bought the pattern, they made them, and brought them to markets, and they all sold right away. So I'm really happy to hear that. So anyways, a little bit about the 2 different colors. So usually I would use yarn from Michael's to make like the dog part, and it's been literally impossible to find. I live in a really big city. There's a lot of Michael's stores here. All of the stores here are out of stock of that specific color, and I can't even order it or anything. So I had to find an alternative. So anyways, my mom found this color online. So she ordered a lot of it for me, but the yarn is very thin. So I have literally for this, I'm using 3 strands of it, and it's still coming out smaller than it used to with the Michael's yarn. And then anyways, I found this color online in Bernat Baby Blanket. The color name is Terracotta, which is the same as the one as Michael's. So I was like, let's order it. So I ordered some, and it's not quite the same color as the Michael's color, but it still works. So anyways, I got 2 different colors of hot dogs. As you can see, this one's a bit smaller, but it's literally the same pattern. It's just the yarn. I'm using 3 strands. I don't know what else I could possibly do. Anyways, they're pretty close to the same size, and they come in the basket anyways, so you know, whatever. So yeah, I made 3 of these after bringing some to the consignment stores and after selling some at the markets. I had 1 left in my inventory, so I made 3. So this way I have 2 in this color, and the one I had left was in this color, so now I'm gonna have 2 in this color for tomorrow's market. Next, I have 4 small bees. I brought a lot to the consignment stores, and I did sell 1 at the markets last weekend. So I made 4 of them because I was only going to make like 2 or 3, but I was like, well, I'm at it, I might as well make a bunch. So I made 4. They're really quick and easy. So I did use my bee keychain pattern that is usually worked in acrylic yarn. That one's on my Etsy and coffee shop, and it comes with a pattern to make a bee plushie in acrylic yarn. But anyways, when you make the bee keychain pattern, a squirrel just passed outside. Sorry. Anyways, when you make the bee keychain pattern with plush yarn, this one is Sweet Snuggles from Michaels. It comes out this size. The only thing that I did different than with the pattern, I made the wings shorter. In the pattern, I did make them longer, but sometimes I make them shorter, sometimes I make them longer. I've noticed for me that people prefer the shorter wings, so I might actually just go and edit that pattern, because obviously it still works, it still looks great with the long wings, but I found people prefer the shorter wings, so I might actually go and just edit that, change that, because that's what I found people like best. So that's the only change I made. I just made the wings shorter. Next, I have 3 mini turtles, so they're all a little bit different, like color-wise. So this one is just plain green and beige. This one's like a mix of green and beige, and this one is just look at it, guys. So yeah, these are my own pattern that you can find on my Etsy and coffee shop. They're super quick and easy to make. The only thing you gotta sew on is the head. I know some people might be like, you could make it no sew. I know I could, but I think it looks better when you sew it on. So anyways, I don't mind sewing, like I said. So yeah, you just gotta sew the head on. It literally takes 2 seconds. So yeah, I got 3 of these guys, and they've been selling pretty good. Next, I have 6 chicken nuggets. Let me show you guys. Here they are. I got 6 chicken nuggets. They all kind of have different faces. I'm going to show you guys them in a second. This is my own tutorial that is on my YouTube channel. So in the tutorial, I use weight 7 yarn, so it's thicker than this one. So just if you're using thinner yarn, the only thing you got to do to make it the same size or bigger or whatever, you just have to chain more at the beginning. Now, without seeing the video, you might be like, what do you mean? When I say chain more at the beginning, and then if you go watch the video, you're completely gonna understand. It's very simple. So I will show you guys. Some of them have safety eyes like this, and some of them have embroidered faces like this. A lot of people, I've found so many people that call their kids Nugget. So then they want to get their kid a chicken nugget because it's like their nickname. But a lot of those kids are very young, very small, so the parents don't feel comfortable giving them a plushie that has safety eyes because they could rip them out and choke on them, so that's not really good. So I've made a lot with embroidered faces so that they can be given to those younger kids. But no, it's actually crazy the amount of people I've found that call their kids Nugget. It's like a universal nickname for kids, apparently. Now I have a bunch of like mini little plushies, so I'm just gonna set them down to show you guys them. So I got 3 mini octos like this, and I got 3 mini whales like this. Those all go in a basket, and on the basket it says they're $8 each or 2 for $15. So that goes with the little octos, the little whales, and there are little frogs at the bottom of that basket too. It's like a 2-tiered basket kind of thing, and those have been really popular at my last market. Like the very little things, I don't know if people are buying for stocking stuffers or just because they have 2 kids with them and they're like, okay, we'll get something cheap. These ones have a deal if you get 2, so they just buy that. I don't know, but I'm running low on these guys, so that's why I made a lot. So in this color I have 1 mini octo and 1 mini whale, and then in this brighter pink, I guess, I have a mini octo and a mini whale. And then this color is actually very similar, but it's not as bright. I'm going to do like a little comparison of the color in a second. Again, I have a mini octo and a mini whale, so I got 3 of each. Just here's a little like color comparison. It's not that big of a difference, but you can tell it's not exactly the same color. So anyways, I got 3 of each. I might actually make more of those today because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a lot of time to crochet today after I'm done filming and getting everything ready. So I might make more of those today just to kind of fill up that basket because those have been like pretty popular recently. Now, this is the last item I have, I guess, but there's like a lot of them. So I have 13 very tiny octos. I'm just going to set them down before I drop a bunch because I already dropped a few. So they're like very, very tiny. These ones are going to have keychains. I just didn't put the key rings on them yet. But yeah, I have 13 of these guys because I did bring a lot of keychains at the consignment stores. I think I brought like 20 something, I don't know, something in the 20s. And after I did all that, I only had 3 left in my inventory, so I made 13 because my keychain rack has 16 spots to put keychains, so I wanted to at least fill that up. At the end of the day, it might not still be full because I'm expecting to sell some, but at least I wanted to fill it up at first. Now that might be another thing I crochet today, more keychains, so that I have extras so that when they do sell, I can put more on my keychain rack. So anyways, I have them in 3 different colors. So there's like a lighter pink. I think this color is literally called like icy pink or something like that. And then we have a bright pink. This one's been pretty popular, and I don't have that many of that color because I literally finished like the ball of yarn and I don't think I have any more of it. I'm gonna have to look, but I think it might be it for this color. And there's like a light blue. I usually have a darker blue in this yarn, but I'm gonna have to look if I have more because when I was making these I couldn't find it, so I just decided to go ahead and make them in these colors. And then if I find the dark blue today, then I'll make some dark blue ones. If not, I'll just make more of these colors. I mean, they're pretty good colors. People like that they're soft. Like this is like weight 4 velvet yarn, and people seem to really like how they're soft. I've made some in acrylic yarn and they come out the same size, but people don't like how they're not soft. Like I have so many more color options in acrylic yarn, but people prefer the softness over the color, I think. So the market prep that I need to do is I need to put price tags on all of those items. Usually I would put tags with my logo on the bigger items for branding, but I literally ran out, and the place that I ordered them from, they don't have them anymore. So I can't order more right now. I do have a family member that does things like that, so I will see her probably soon, and I'm gonna ask her if she can make me some. Obviously I'm gonna pay her and everything, don't worry guys. But she's in school right now, and I think she has like exams, so I don't want to be like, hey, can you make that right now? So I'm gonna wait till she's done her exams, and then I'm going to ask her about it. It's not the end of the world if my plushies don't have my logo on it. Of course it's good for branding. Someone buys something and then maybe later on they don't remember where they bought it, but then when there's my logo on it, they can see, oh, this is where we bought it, and then they can look me up on social media, things like that. But it's not the end of the world if my logo's not on it. So anyways, I just have to put price tags on all of those items. Some of them actually don't need price tags. Some just go in a basket where the price is indicated on the basket. But most bigger items need price tags, and I need to put the key rings on all the keychains. Also, I'm gonna need to run to my car really quick because most of the stuff is still in the car except for the bins of plushies because I had to dig through them to bring stuff to the consignment stores the other day. But most of the stuff is still in the car, and that includes my keychain rack, and it's literally falling apart. So I gotta go get it and try to fix it so that it's kind of standing on its own for tomorrow. After tomorrow, I won't have markets for a while because it's gonna be Christmas and then New Year's and then all that stuff. So that's gonna give me time to order another one and just wait for it to come in. But for now, I would like to fix that one at least just for tomorrow's market. Okay, so I just ran out to the car and grabbed a part of my keychain rack. I mean, the part that's broken. So the only part that's not here is like there's another thing like this that spins, and that just goes and rests on top here. I always take it off when I pack the rack because it would just fall off anyways. So anyways, I left that in the car, but what's wrong with this is that, so this comes off of the base. Oh, my mom jammed duct tape in here trying to fix it once, but it never worked, so I'm gonna have to take that off. Anyways, she jammed duct tape here because what happens is I put this here and then this like wobbles, and it's not supposed to do that. So I'm gonna try to take this out, and I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly to try to fix it, Probably like hot glue or something. I don't know, my mom tried with duct tape and it's just jammed in here now. So anyways, okay, there we go. I got this out. So I think it's just because over time this hole got bigger and then this just kind of wobbles. So anyways, I'm going to try to fix it with hot glue. It's just literally for tomorrow's market. I can order another one after that. It's just, there's no way, like, you know, if I order one now, it's not going to get here till probably the new year. So anyways, I'm trying to fix this one for tomorrow. I will update you guys if I'm able to fix it. So I think I fixed the keychain rack, so it's just upside down right now because I put a bunch of hot glue in this little hole, and of course this is still able to turn. It's kind of making a noise right now because it's upside down, but anyways, it's not wobbling anymore. I don't want to move it too much because the hot glue did not like harden yet, but I think it's going to be good. So anyways, I'm gonna let this sit while the hot glue cools down, and I will put price tags on the items that need price tags, and I will put the keychains on the little octopus plushies that will be turned into keychains. So I will do a little time lapse of that for you guys, and I will talk to you guys when all that's done. Alright, so I've put price tags on everything, so now I will go crochet some more. I'm probably going to make some little things like mini whales, mini octos, chicken nuggets, probably little frogs, probably keychains too. So anyways, I'm going to go crochet some little things and I will update you guys later on everything I made. Alright guys, so it is later Friday night, so I will show you guys everything I crocheted since I talked to you guys last. So I didn't get as much stuff done as I would have liked to. It was kind of a crazy afternoon, but I will show you guys what I did make. So I made 2 chicken nuggets. I made 1 little bird. This is my own little birdie pattern that you can find on my Etsy and coffee shop. I actually just finished this one like just before starting filming this. I have 2 little silly frogs. Obviously these are based on the original leggy frog pattern. I just freehand them, but yeah, they are based on that pattern, so I made 2 of these. I made 1 more mini whale and 1 mini octo that will go in the basket. That's like $8 each or 2 for $15, and that will go with the little frogs too. And lastly, I made some keychains. They don't have the keychains on them yet, but I will put them like in a second. So they're just very tiny octos. These are made with acrylic yarn, but the purple seems to get people's attention a lot. So they're all the same color. So I made 4 of these, so I will just have to put the key rings on them. So all the small stuff can go just straight in the bins, except for these because I need to put the key rings, and this one needs a price tag, but the rest don't need price tags because they all go in a basket that have the price on them. So I will put the prices and keychains on these guys. So I put a price tag on the little bird, and I put the key rings on the little octos that are now keychains. So everything is ready. I do need to bring the stuff like in the car, but I'll just do that tomorrow morning. So yeah, everything is ready for tomorrow. I will go shower tonight, and then I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning. So I basically have all the clothes I want to wear tomorrow already, and I say all the clothes because we're going to be outside, and it's going to be pretty cold. So I'm gonna wear a few pairs of pants and a few shirts, plus like a winter coat and everything. So yeah, I'm pretty sure everything is ready. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning before I leave for the market. Hey guys, I'm back home from today's market. I am so sorry I forgot to film this morning before leaving. I don't know, I completely forgot. And then I was at the market and I had realized I forgot to film in the morning telling you guys I was leaving for the market. So anyways, I'm back home now. It was freezing. Like, I don't even know how to explain. We did leave early, so one of the organizers was outside with us and one organizer was upstairs because there was also vendors inside upstairs. But I did decide to be outside because the traffic is a lot better outside. So anyways, it was actually the organizer that was outside that said, yeah, I'm gonna leave at 4 if you guys want to leave at 4 instead of 5. Also, you guys can do that. So, we were literally just 3 vendors outside, and so we all left at 4, but I made decent sales up until 4, and I can almost guarantee I would have made more after 4 if I had stayed until 5, but it was just so cold, like I literally couldn't feel my feet and hands whatsoever, and I was like dressed very warm, but at that point it didn't matter. But I'm still happy that I made decent sales. So at first it was very slow and I was really scared of if I was going to pay off the booth fee. I made nothing crazy. The booth fee was still expensive for the amount of sales that I made, but I did make more than I did the last time I did a market there, and I was upstairs last time. So yeah, I did make more than the other time. And another reason that I was, I guess, happy to be outside instead of inside upstairs is that there was 2 other vendors selling crocheted plushies upstairs. So to be honest, I don't think I would have made any sales upstairs because I do believe that they sell their plushies cheaper than mine. So I don't think I would have made good sales upstairs considering the traffic was mostly outside. So I did freeze completely, but I am, I guess, happy with my sales. So I will share that with you guys. So today I made a total of $211. The booth fee was $80. The square fees were $2.74. So that leaves me with a total profit of $128.26. Like I said, literally nothing crazy, but I didn't lose money. It did take a lot of time for the sales and traffic to start picking up. And then once it did pick up is when we were all completely frozen and we were like, we gotta leave because we're not gonna make it. Like literally my feet, it took hours for them to be able to feel again. Because I didn't just come back from the market. I did go straight to my aunt's house. Well, I came back, let my dogs out and everything, and then I went straight to my aunt's house, had a little bit of food over there. We went to look at Christmas lights, super nice. But yeah, and it took so long for my feet to be able to feel again. They were numb, like I couldn't feel them at all. So that's just how cold it was. But I still made money, I didn't lose money. So I am, I guess, happy with that. So now I'm gonna do a breakdown for you guys of all my sales. So I will tell you guys how many of each item I sold out of the amount that I brought. I will tell you guys how much I sold that item for, and I will put a picture of that item up here to give you guys an idea of what it was. So starting with mini octos, I started with 8 and I sold 2 of them for $8 each. I started with 6 mini whales and I sold one for $8. I started with 20 keychains and I sold 5 of them for $8 each. I started with 5 chickens and I sold 2 of them for $18 each. I started with 2 mini mushies and I sold one for $10. I started with 4 hot dogs and I sold one for $25. I started with 4 elephants and I sold one for $25 also. I started with 3 small axolotls and I sold one for $18. I started with 3 big cats and I sold one for $20. I started with 8 little frogs and I sold one for $8. And lastly, I started with 4 mini turtles and I sold one for $12. So that is a total of 17 items that sold. Again, nothing crazy, but it's better than other markets I have done recently. It's better than some other Christmas markets I've done. So I thought that the Christmas season would be really busy and a really good time for sales for me, considering I thought my dog is making noises. I thought it was going to be a really good time for people buying gifts for other people, but that has not been my experience this year for Christmas. Last year I did very well for Christmas, and I was really happy, but this year, honestly, that hasn't been my experience. A lot of the people that bought from me recently in the past month, if not more, I mean, basically the whole year, when people bought from me, it was for themselves. Sometimes it was for gifts, don't get me wrong. I'm sure some things that some people bought were to give to someone as a gift, but like during Christmas time, all my markets that I've done recently, it wasn't like an influx of sales. It wasn't a big rush of sales compared to the rest of the year. It was, my markets honestly have not been good recently. Compared to the rest of the year, I have not been doing well recently. So I don't know if anybody else is having a similar experience. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my location, I don't know. But I did make some money today, like you saw in my whole breakdown and everything. But my vendor friend was beside me today outside, and I feel so bad for her. She didn't sell a single item. And she makes bracelets, and they make really good stocking stuffers, Christmas gifts. I actually bought one for my mom for Christmas, so if you're watching this, Mom, just skip. But yeah, so I mean, she didn't sell a single item today, so I felt so bad because at least I made some money back and I didn't lose money completely, but she didn't even make a single sale today. So I know that that's been her experience too, and not just mine, that the sales have been slower, especially in December, which is when you'd think you'd make a lot of sales. But it is what it is. That's just how it goes sometimes. So yeah, I've learned a lot about what sells, what doesn't sell. I mean, obviously that can be different at different times for different audiences, but it's a good learning experience for anybody, so I'm not completely disappointed. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. I'm not exactly sure when you guys are watching this, but if you're watching this close to when it's released, happy holidays. I'm probably going to be releasing this very close to the holidays, so happy holidays, whichever holidays you celebrate or don't celebrate or whatever. Just happy holidays, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown and just kind of seeing the sales I made. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the plushies I crocheted in the past week. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this for my upcoming events. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!